Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by BettingPros. You know me, you know the voice of the guys, me, really real, villain real, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. All right. I mean, I'm having a good day. It would have been a great day if this was a sweep. I guess I'll take a 1-1 day, but I mean, lone WNBA game, 1-1. First of all, did you see the tribute Connecticut did for Alyssa Thomas and her reaction? I mean, the emotions were all there. That's the captain, that's AT. And she soared over that PRA prop. But we get to the end of the game, and Satu Sabli has a shot at the end of the game that will send us over the team total. She misses. It falls at 83, and we lose that bet. Betting is so frustrating sometimes. Hey, betting is really, really frustrating sometimes how things happen. It really, really is here, but it's all good. We are rolling into a Thursday. We got the NBA Finals. We got a couple of WNBA games. I'll have some more action going later on the day. But I got two plays to talk to you about right now, and I'm ready to get into it. Let's start with the first play here. And let's talk about the finals. We'll talk about the finals. So we've got game 6 of the NBA Finals. OKC leads 3-2. Elimination game for the Indiana Pacers. OKC's laying 6.5, 221.5 is the total. Tyrese Haliburton is dealing with that lower leg thing that has now elevated itself to he might miss this game. Or he might play and he might not be 100% here. I've gone back and forth for the past couple of days on what I want to do here with the news of the Tyrese Haliburton injury, not knowing exactly how that's going to fall. I can't imagine that he would want to sit out of the NBA Finals, but if he can't go, he can't go. Either way, I don't think he has a major contribution here. I really, really don't. That last game in game 5, OKC defensively, it it wasn't the injury that limited him. He was driving into the paint and he was looking to score. He was actually looking to score. He was looking to make the right pass and make the right play, but it just was not there. OKC had found that rhythm defensively at home where they're not letting him get anything. And so I think that in a opportunity to close this team out on the road with the Halliburton that is not 100%, and where is all the offense consistently going to come from? I think they are going to get offense. And that is how I see the game. I see the game actually being rather contested with maybe even the Pacers having a weird lead for a portion of the game here. I think that it is going to be a very, very contested matchup. And I think that the Pacers are going to shoot the ball from 3, specifically the corner, really, really well. That gave OKC problems very early on in the series where they had issues closing out the corner. They were giving up a bunch of quarter threes, and Indiana just kept finding themselves in the game, in the game, in the game. And it's been the same thing for Indiana. Get us to the fourth quarter and allow Halliburton in this offense to go off and see where we fall. But if Halliburton's already not at 100%, and now he has to play an entire game leading up to the fourth quarter where they're hoping that he can come save this team and give them one more game, I don't think it happens. I don't think it happens like that. I think in the second half, this is going to be a little bit of OKC's way here where they start to lock down defensively. And the Halliburton effect in the fourth quarter isn't going to be there. And that's going to be the thing that they need. I think that there's going to be a more complete game by the Pacers here, but they're really, really going to miss Tyrese Haliburton and what he brings this team towards the end of the game. Whereas SGA, I think that this is opportunity where he sees that, hey, I can have a big game and close us out strong here on the road. I want to be able to do that again here. I don't want to go back to OKC and play in a game 7. I don't want to give Indiana that kind of hope. I think SGA closes them out here in the fourth quarter, and we get over this line here. And that's where things get really, really ugly in that second half. Maybe Indiana is competitive in the first half, but that second half where the legs start to get tired, Haliburton's feeling the injury a little bit more. OKC settles down defensively and creates a bunch of turnovers. I can see OKC running away with this one in the second half. Just a little bit, maybe not 15, 20 points or so, but enough where the free throws are going to push us over them getting this cover. So I like OKC. I'm just going to lay it 6.5 with OKC. I think they get it done here. I think they become the NBA champions tomorrow night. Play number 2 in just a second. But first, I got to talk to you one more time. Make sure everybody knows about the Isaiah Thomas signed jersey contest. All you got to do is subscribe over there to the BettingPros YouTube channel and comment on any Fast Break Bets video. And that will give you an entry into the contest. Shout out to our friends over there at pristineauction.com for hooking us up with this jersey. Isaiah Thomas signed jersey. You have a chance to win that very, very, very soon at the end of the month. So make sure you get your entry in today. Man, I thought it was really funny the amount of people that were like, man, you really hate Haliburton. Yes, I do. I actually hate a lot of players, believe it or not. And I mean, as a fan, I feel like you should be allowed, like as just a fan of sports, you should be allowed to have players that you just dislike. Like, just think about it. Matter of fact, put it in the comments. Who are the players, the random players that you just dislike, like you don't like them? Because I have a long list. And sometimes I forget names on the list, but Tyrese Haliburton definitely made this list first certain over the course of these playoffs. I hate Jalen Hurts. I hate Shane Battier. I hate Rudy Gobert. I hate Bam Adebayo. Man, I mean, it's a long, 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 long list of players I hate. Some for valid reasons, like Rudy Gobert and Bam Adebayo never hitting a prop for me. Others for not so valid reasons, but I mean, it's okay. I want you to know, as a hater, it is perfectly okay not to like every single player that plays the game. And I don't like Tyrese Haliburton, but I really do think like this is gonna bother him. I just can't imagine that lower leg injury and what they made it up to be, and OKC just allowing him to go off after that. Like, I think they're gonna continue the assault on Haliburton here. All right, I'm sorry. Let's talk about WNBA. I have the New York Liberty. No, I lied. Not that game. Wrong game. Golden State Valkyries at home, welcoming the Indiana Fever for the first time to the Bay Area. Indiana's laying 11 on the road here. 162.5 is total. Well, you know me. This is not the official play because I told you I'm not going to make this the official play every single time, because you should know. Every single time you see the Golden State Valkyries, you already know I have a bet on that first half number. Now, the first half number here is 7. That's where I bet it at. I think that's ridiculous, by the way. I just want to go ahead and say the Valkyries have been so good in the first half, and I get it. They're laying 11, but now it's 7. Oh, I think the Valkyries are gonna come in here and cover this one and give Indiana a nice little scare, because they're so good defensively. Like, they make teams struggle defensively, and I think that's one of the better I think that is one of the more positive outlooks for this team over the course of the season, is that they're actually a pretty solid defensive team, because that's not what I was expecting at all. I thought that they were just going to randomly hit threes a bunch of games and steal a bunch of wins, but no, they're playing really, really solid defense and forcing teams into tough shots and giving themselves a chance in a lot of these games. And I think they're going to do that here. I think they're going to play a lot of really tough defense here, but this is a Steph White-led Fever team, and a Steph White-led Fever team is always going to be ready on the defensive side of basketball. However, she does give me pause offensively, and on the road, they have not been able to figure it out all the way just yet. On the road here, they are 1-3 to their team total in their 3 games. And so here, this is what I like for the Valkyries. We're going to take the under for the full game. I like Valkyries Fever under 162.5. Both of these two teams are, 4-7 to the total over the course of this season. But if you look specifically at the number of 162.5. Indiana Fever have gone under in 7 of their 11 games. So same numbers there. The Valkyrie have actually gone under in 8 of their 11 games. So slightly better there for the Valkyrie than their straight up over under record is the fact that they go under this number a lot. Teams do not score a lot on them. They've been very, very good limiting their opponent's team total. Opponent's team total versus the Valkyrie are 3-8 this season, 1-4 at home. Oh, I love this team so much. I love this team so much. They are holding teams to 79.9 points per game. That's very middle of the pack in the W right now. But the Fever is still a very good defensive team, 4th in opponents' points per game here over the course of the season. I think that this Valkyries team plays better at home. They play more locked in defensively at home. I'm not afraid of all of the European overseas obligations that they have going on in Eurobasket because this team and Natalie Nakase just gets them up every single time. I think this is going to be a slow-paced game where the Valkyrie are going to try to slow the Fever down to their pace. They're not going to give them a bunch of transitions. They're going to get back and force them into the half court. And when you force a Steph White team in the half court on the road, it doesn't look the best offensively, and Caitlin can bail them out for a lot of that, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. We saw this team, Indiana team, when what was it? Last time they were playing with Caitlin on the road, they scored 81 points and they won the game. An 81-point win gets us under this total here. So I think that's about where we fall, maybe a little bit less here. I like the under 162.5 for the Valkyries and the Fever. And those are the two plays that I have for you. Valkyries Fever under 162.5 and OKC in the finals, laying 6.5. Go ahead and get it done in game 6. Cover the number, win by 2 possessions. All right. With that, I'm at really real __. Make sure you give me a follow on X and TikTok at BettingPros on X and TikTok, at BettingPros NFL on Instagram and YouTube.com/BettingPros, where one more time you can drop a comment, subscribe, and have a chance to win an Isaiah Thomas signed jersey. With that, that is it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just going to like this. Happy Juneteenth. We are out of here.